If you're an online coach who wants to launch and scale a group coaching program so you never have to take a sales call ever again, you can charge premium prices and people can stay with you for a very, very long period of time, then this video is going to show you every single step that you need to take to launch and scale your group coaching program and do it within the next few weeks. And this system right here is tried and tested. Many people that come and work with us will actually not even have a product ready to go, or maybe they want to launch a group coaching program. So we actually take them through the whole creation of a group coaching program and then the launch plan and then the evergreen selling on the other side. It's what allowed Naomi, who just started with us, who's only halfway through this plan right now, who has a premium group solely for over 60s, who has actually over 60 people who are already signed up and paying premium prices to be in her evergreen group coaching program. It's also what Phoebe used over the last 2 years to grow her group coaching program to over 600 members. And also James, who over the last couple of years has grown his group coaching program at a little bit of a lower cost, but to over 2,000 group members. So we're going to keep this really casual and just go into my screen right here, and I'm literally going to take you through all 8 steps, step by step, so that you know exactly what to do from complete concept to launching and then evergreen selling on the other side. So the very first step here is to plan the group, which is the name, the deliverables, and the price point monthly, okay? So the name of the group is relatively important. You actually want the name of the group to not be too, inverted commas, clever. Don't try and make it, if you've got some random business name, don't try and get that in there. Actually try and make it more descriptive. You want your group coaching program ultimately to be something that can sell evergreen. It does not need tons of convincing. You don't need somebody to be on a phone call with you to have their attention to be able to sell this. If you want to be able to sell it to complete strangers and have them make a moment-by-moment decision to sign up to your group coaching program, then you need to be able to grab their attention with the name of the program being descriptive. So I urge you to make it simple and descriptive. The second thing is the deliverables. What are they actually going to get inside the group coaching program? I'm going to point something out to you here. If you've already got a one-to-one service, and this is actually something that you either want to move into because you don't enjoy one-to-one, or you want something that is more monthly recurring revenue based, or you never want to have to take a sales call ever again, there's many assets within your one-to-one that can come into this premium group coaching program. So for instance, if you already have ways of creating, if you're a fitness coach, and for instance, you've already got ways of creating workout plans or meal plans or things like that, you've probably got many of the assets that they need for the foundation of what the group coaching program is going to be. The group coaching program itself, the deliverables inside there, could be more based around daily support 7 days a week, so they can ask questions in the group and get answers. The camaraderie of being around other people who are on a similar journey as them, which can be a really, really big reason for people to sign up, but an even bigger reason why people stay. With group coaching programs, we'll often say people come for the plans and for the live sessions, but they stay for the community. If you can create a great community, you'll have people there that will be there for years, even if they're not using the assets. They just like being around people who are on similar journeys, that are supportive, and that type of thing as well. But one other thing with deliverables here that I just want to point out to you is that if you really want a premium group coaching program to thrive, make it really easy to sell, and then on top of that, keep people there for a really long period of time, what I would suggest to you is to actually have multiple live sessions across the week, but you don't have to do them. It's really good if you're the person at the top of the group coaching program to do, for instance, 1 live session per week, but actually bring in other experts in other areas. So for instance, in health and fitness coaching, if it was like a weight loss group, for instance, then bringing in a mindset coach to do a session on a Monday, or bringing in a yoga teacher to do a session on a Friday, gives more reasons to sign up in the first place, so you get a lower cost per acquisition, but it also gives people more things that can become routine, so they're more likely to stay for a longer period of time, okay? And then in terms of the price point monthly, again, we've got people like James, for instance, I said there with like 2,000 group members, which is around, I think, £19 per month. But the majority of people that we're working with, so when I mentioned Naomi and I mentioned Phoebe, for instance, they're going to be anywhere between sort of 75 and 100 per month. And so think about that when you're putting your pricing structure together. You want it to be a price point in which people can make a decision without a sales call, but simultaneously you want it to be a chunky enough price point that can really scale your coaching business as you're bringing people in. And that sort of price point around 75 and 99 tends to work best. That's what we've seen in B2C spaces. If you're in the B2B space, you can actually charge more for these. You can do like anything from 150 to about 300 a month. But in B2C, selling business to consumer, that sort of price point of 75 to 100 is kind of the top line of where things sell seamlessly without sales calls. The second part here, so once you've got those bits and pieces in place, build the assets that you need. And like I just said there, many of these assets, you'll literally already have them. So you don't have to do anything else, right? You can literally take the assets, just repurpose them into the group or however you want to deliver them differently. A lot of people, when they create premium group coaching programs, the easiest way to describe them is it's your one-to-one service without all of the one-to-one. So it's a lot of the same things, but you're not taking one-to-one check-ins and one-to-one check-in calls and different bits and pieces like that. You're taking away all of the front-facing, time-consuming, I cannot get my time back style of work, but they're getting all the other stuff. They're still getting their plan of actions. They're still getting the ability to ask questions and get answers. They're still getting live sessions with you and things like that. Number 3 here is the launch offer decided. So this is the price point that you're going to do specifically for the launch. So just launching it at the price point, you can get people to buy, but it's not going to be the most successful launch. There's a few different ways that you can do this. You can either package it up so that it is not a monthly. That's one great way to launch this. So it's like you position it like 90 days for a certain price point. So it's like, it's a 90-day program. You don't even talk about this being a long-term group coaching program. You can do that with the upsells afterwards. So you position this as like my first ever 90-day group program where we're gonna do X, Y, and Z across the next 90 days. It allows you to attach a specific outcome to it, which is great for sales as well. And it also allows you to increase the amount of money that you'll cash collect on the front end. So it's a really, really good way to do it. The other way to do it is to take 25 to 50% off the RRP. And you do that for the first, let's say, 25 people. And this is a really good way to get people in without them actually having an end date. So you don't even need to consider in 3 months' time getting them to upgrade, as it were. It's a really, really great way to do it. Both of these are very successful. We kind of cherry pick the right ones based upon the right type of coach, how big their audience is, what niche they're in, the price point they're at. There's a few things that come into it, but both of those are successful, well, very successful in launching premium group coaching offers. Once that is ready to rock and roll, step 1 of the launch. So this is the exciting part. This is where you're going to get clients paying you and now part of your group coaching program. I've put this as an optional step because some people want to do this and some people don't. Some people just do this as borderline an organic launch, okay, which I'll get to in step 5 and step 6. But step 4 here is an optional live launch. And this can come in the form of live masterclass or 5-day challenge. It can be a 3-day challenge as well. 3 days works well for B2C, 5 days typically works better for B2C. But this is an opportunity for people to come to a live session with you. There might be 100 people at your live masterclass. There might be 350 people in your 5-day challenge. But by doing so, it gives you an opportunity to bring a ton of people in, engage with them over, a few hours if it's live or a few days if it's a 5-day challenge. And then at the end of it, instead of say pitching your one-to-one, you could even use your one-to-one as anchoring. If you have a one-to-one offer, you could say, hey, you're probably expecting me to share with you how you can work with me in my one-to-one offering, which is usually $1,500 for 4 months. However, it's actually a really exciting moment because you are the first people that I'm telling about this incredible new product that's super affordable. It's super close to my one-to-one experience. Do you see how you could utilize this as a great way to pitch, get a ton of people signed up to your group coaching program before you've even gone public with it? So outside of the group, okay, or outside of the live. So this gives you just basically an extra step to yield even more out of this launch. So instead of it being a 2-week launch, it's a 3-week launch if it's one of these two, okay? And this is really successful, by the way. So I would encourage you to do this. I would encourage everybody to do this if they're comfortable with any type of live delivery, okay? Number 4 here is what I call a sell in private week. So before you then, so like the 5-day challenge is over, the live masterclass is already over at this stage. The sell in private week is where you go to unconverted leads. This is not where you post on social media, send emails and say, we have this incredible offer, apply now or click here to buy your space or anything like that. That's coming next week. The sell in private week is where you reach out to all unconverted leads and you give them an opportunity to skip the queue to take action early on the limited amount of spaces that are available. When this is well positioned, we have a DM script that absolutely kills with this. It does not come across as salesy in the slightest. It comes across as, I remembered you, I thought of you. And so it comes more across the lines of, because we had that conversation a few weeks ago, because we had that call 2 months ago, because you were on my 5-day challenge 3 months ago, I wanted to reach out to you first. So it's that type of angle. It's bringing relevancy to why am I reaching out to you, and then telling them this amazing opportunity that you're letting them get access to before the public does, okay? This alone can be, out of the 3 weeks, this can sometimes be the biggest week when it's done right. And second of all, it's maximized. If you have, for instance, 500 unconverted leads from the last 6 months, right? I don't mean people that were on sales calls. I mean like people you had meaningful conversations with in the DMs, whatever it may be. Maybe they were on 5-day challenges or live masterclasses. But let's just say for easiness the numbers, there's 500 there. Well, if you have 500, don't tell yourself that, hey, I did quite a lot because I sent it to 100 people. If you've got 500, send it to 500. It could be the difference between having a successful group launch and having a hyper successful group launch. It could be the difference between 25 people joining your group coaching program and 75 people joining your group coaching program, which is a very different starting position. So sell in private is great. There's some other things that we typically do in a sell in private week, some teasing posts, that if they read to the bottom, they see a teasing call to action. It gets people to reach out to you. There's a few different things, but the main thing there is reaching out to unconverted leads and giving them an opportunity to take action. The sixth one here, and this is the final step of the official launch, and that is the sell in public week. And that is where you post about the offer directly. This is now live. There's limited spaces. There's an amazing launch offer. You have to be quick. This is how you take action. You can post about it, you can put it into your stories, you can send out an email about it. You could even take an opportunity this week to reach out to all unconverted leads that you reached out to the previous week who engaged back but have not bought their space yet, saying, hey, you might have seen I just put it live, things are going bananas, last few spaces, do you want to grab a space? You can bring some FOMO in there. From there, you've already launched your group coaching program. You might have 25, you might have 50. When Fraser did it with us, it was just short of 200 members, premium, that signed up, and he did the 3-month version, by the way, as well. So that was an absolute corker of a launch. So that was steps up until step 6. But there's 2 more to come here as well. Well, actually, this one, number 7, you're live, right? So as I was saying, you're live at this stage. But there's one more step, which is to switch to an evergreen marketing model that you can sell daily, okay? So these can come in different formats. So it could be a lead magnet in which we get people to give us name, email address, and phone number. And on the thank you page of opting in, we give them an opportunity, maybe even akin to the launch offer, to join your group coaching program. We may also get all of the email automations and everything after opt-in to point to the group coaching program also, so that you can have evergreen sales. We could also have a live masterclass. You could do it once a month, you could do it twice a month, but the call to action could be this. You could do a 5-day challenge once a month or twice a month, and the call to action could be this. And you could also do things like our 3x Reels strategy. You may have heard us talk about this. It's almost like an advanced boosting post strategy in which we test out different audiences, different locations, and multiple pieces of creative that get the lowest cost leads and the most motivated people coming through as followers that you can start conversations with. The really cool thing here is we have a script. It's 5 messages, and usually if it was a booked call that you were going for, it would be the first message gets a conversation started, second message, third message is a little bit of digging, and then it is offering a call and then booking the call. In this case, you have to extend it a little bit. It's usually 6 or 7 messages required if you're going to sell instead of book a call, but you can literally just have conversations with new followers every single day. Bear in mind, they cannot follow you with that strategy by mistake. They come through with motivation. So you can just have conversations, dig a little bit, find out a bit more about what they're looking for, present this as a solution, send them the link. They'll either buy or you can follow up with them on the other side. And that can become an evergreen way to sell your group coaching program on a daily basis as well. There's a whole bunch of other ad strategies. We have 36 of them in total, and probably about 20 of them could be utilized to evergreen sell group coaching programs, but you need to switch that in after the live launch. And so that's how to launch and scale a group coaching program. If you're interested in doing exactly this, step by step, we'll map out every single step, make it hyper personalized to you, your coaching business, your niche, your price point, everything, and get this launched in the next few weeks and then turn it into evergreen. If you've got a one-to-one offer, we can simultaneously grow both sides of the business. And some people come to us with multiple businesses, and we map out all of that individualized as well. So if you're looking to use ads to scale a group coaching program like this, or launch and scale group coaching program like this, or your one-to-one offer, then I'll put a link down below where you can find out more about working with me. Other than that, hopefully this has been valuable to you. Drop a comment below if it has been. hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.